guy who fucked his dog. Oh, shit, people. Hi. I have a nail clipper. Yeah. Let's fill out man retarded for a minute. Alright. The following pieces of information are more or less dedicated to my old folkage friends at Burlington County College, because I know a lot of you pricks that were there with me when we did stand-up night were mad because I had to censor this piece out a little bit, so I bring to you in its entirety my opinions of the following statement of the preceding following topic, which is word salad. How many of you have heard of word salad? Do you know what it is? It's not cutting up pieces of a book and mixing them in with your fucking cabbage. That doesn't count, no. It's a debilitating condition, you see, brought on by anything ranging from stress to schizophrenia to a pinprick, in which the afflicted, whatever the word is, babble incoherently, all the while convinced that they are speaking in a perfectly normal tongue. And while some people would regard this condition as a completely inhuman misfortune, I think it's fucking hilarious. I mean, it could be something simple. Maybe your wife is asking you whether or not you should get carpet or hardwood floors for your new house, and you blurt out something along the lines of, well, fucking your cat with a banana boat sounds like a lamppost. Maybe you don't feel like going to the grocery store, so you look up a number for a good pizza place. You wait about 2 rings, and upon being answered, you make an order for 15 boxes of dead baby hats. These things tend to happen. And just imagine all the chaos that would ensue were certain people overcome by such a salad, like a bomb squad. Say some nutcase in Alabama strapped an explosive the size of a golf cart to his freaking head, and his managed to duct tape himself to the foundation of the local cheese factory, a factory without which the town's economy would crumble. Like cheese, but we'll get to that later. People would have to stave off the terror of their everyday lives by fucking their sisters and drinking moonshine until they see in inverted colors. Wait, I think I might be a bit too late for that. Anyway, moving on. Inbred intoxication aside, let's go back to Bomb Squad, man. We can't forget about him. Now, he's been in situations like this many times before. This isn't the first time the cheese factories needed rescuing from the town nut job. If he weren't a figment of my imagination, squad leader guy would take you all the way back to 1982, when Jeb from the next town over tried to burn it down using a bottle of hairspray and what he thought was a lighter, but it was not a lighter, no sir. It, in fact, ended up being his own thumb, which he absentmindedly chewed off, wrapped in duct tape, and colored with 37 of the 96 crayons in the Crayola big box. You know the box. Big fucking box. Not this box, crayon box. Because 36 wasn't nearly enough, and 38 would have just been obscene. Can't have that. Honestly, we must return to the matter at hand. God forbid we leave the cheese factory unguarded. We can't leave our cheese unprotected. No, sir! Anyway, Bomb Squad guy is staring death in the face. Again. He knows what to do. He's run the drills. He passed the test. He wrote the frickin' manual, for crying out loud. He knows what wire to cut. It's okay. Just to make one small digression, does anybody else find it really fucking stupid that in every bomb-related movie there's ever been, when it comes down to the end, down to the wire, it's always the 2 colors you always see every frickin' time, red and blue. There's never a green one, or a purple dot one, or a polka dot one. It's red and freaking blue, and that's it. And if you're one of those snobby cunts who likes to prove people wrong and earbuds and blurt out the title of an obscure nobody's ever seen it movie in which the wire that needed cutting wasn't red or blue, kill yourself. Do us a favor and shove a milk carton up your ass. Getting back to the wires, how do they figure it out? How does it always come down to those 2 colors? Well, maybe it's because they're primary colors. We can't have such horrid abominations to the color wheel as purple or green be the determining factor of life or death in the cheese factory. Now, can we? No, we cannot. But if that's the case, what happened to yellow? Yellow's a primary color, too, goddammit. Just because it's not on the American flag doesn't mean it should be disregarded in the creation of devices intended to destroy millions of innocent lives. Have you already forgotten? He's trying to save the cheese factory, you idiot! What color are the majority of the world's cheeses? Exactly. I'm sorry, I just think it's unfair that so many walks of life are biased against the color yellow, bomb making being the most pertinent of them at this moment. But in any case, despite my anger, these are the two choices Bomb Squad is left with in my head. Red or blue? Red. And as with any good suspenseful bomb situation, he only has 20 seconds to solve the problem. So what's he do? He gets fucking cocky. Knowing full well that this particular bomb requires a snip in the blue wire region, he calmly smiles and has a sip of chicken soup in a thermos his mom made him out of chipped chicken, skulls, squirrel meat, and pig juice, and waits for the timer to run down just to amplify his heroicity. And everyone around him, screaming in panic, calling their wee ones, signing their wills, and fucking each other in nearby cars so as to avoid dying virgins. But Steve, the man who was assigned to cut the wires, he sits and waits. But Steve can't fucking wait anymore. Steve's freaking out. He's sweating. He's crying. He's wondering why he's stuck with the wire while Bob the janitor is in the back of his Corolla fucking two of the boss's secretaries. He doesn't get it. The time is winding down. 19, 18, 17, 15, 12, 8, 7, 4. And just as it reaches its final seconds, Steve looks Bomb Man in the eye and asks him ever so calmly, "Which fucking wire do I cut?" And Bomb Man calmly places his soup on the ground, turns to Steve and says, "Taco." You'll be happy to know that out of sheer frustration, Steve managed to cut the blue wire out in time. Well, actually, he didn't really cut it out. He just kind of yanked it the fuck out in a fit of maniacal rage. He then wielded the wire cutters and proceeded to stab Bomb Man, Bob the janitor, the two selected secretaries, John from accounting, Mitch and Rich from head office, the CEO, the vice president, and the fish tank on the 33rd floor, and about a dozen other innocent senior citizens who were on a tour of the building before having an embolism, stumbling out a window and falling 33 stories to his would-be death had his fall not been cushioned by a passing group of Cub Scouts. He's now living happily on a farm in Idaho. Isn't that nice? I hate happy endings.